You look like you're on fentanyl.
Fentanyl was fucking crazy, brother. Fucking crazy.
That is insane. No,
If you had to have the aging effects of any drug, what would you choose? Because it's like a whole new thing with look-maxers. They're like, yo, I'm doing
marijuana.
Facts.
They don't age that bad.
I don't want the cigarette fucking dryness of the skin. I don't want the crow's feet. I don't want the meth mouth. I don't want the meth face.
I want the cocaine feel. Cokeheads look okay. Like just straight cokeheads.
Not at the end of their reign.
Yeah.
Like, usually they mixed in too much drinking, but like straight coke, they be looking decent.
Drinking fucking ages you, bro.
I know, but what I'm saying is I want the straight ecstasy users.
But cocaine, like, you'll lose like your nasal fold, you'll lose teeth.
Ecstasy, man. Just ecstasy. You know?
Some Molly, like
it's a full Molly user, bro.
Just like help yourself not eat. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god! Look at like straight clavicular vibes. You see that nigga? Clavicular
smokes a little bit of meth.
Bone smashing.
Yeah, he's unwell.
He fucking had a seizure on the street.
He's unwell.
Yeah.
Steroids too, or not steroids? TRT, pretty common.
Peptides. You can tell us about that shit, Isaiah.
But like he started TRT when like he was like, I think he said like 14 or something like that. I'm like, where were the parents? Like, supervising. Like the parents weren't like really there, to involve him. But
does he have parents? How old is he?
There's a lot of
people to live like clavicular. You need parents.
I think it's actually a prerequisite you don't have parents.
Well, it's not even like his parents. It's just like there's a lot of parents that are like that, and they're okay with their kids getting on like hormonal therapy, steroids, like some.
Well, hormonal therapy is one thing. We're talking about transgender, but honestly,
no, that's a different discussion though. But I'm talking about like people who do it for the like the vanity reasons. Like,
let's just pause. I will say this. I hear we're not talking about like individuals who are trans, but the people who do advocate positively for the trans community do like to point out how all of this looks maxing phenomenon is just gender affirming care. They want to look more masculine, or women want to look more feminine. It's all gender affirming care.
I mean, I think there's like side effects because like even in my job we're trying to figure out like it sounds wild, but like a person may not need to be on like testosterone with like a mood disorder because it just needs to be looked at because like there could be a side there could be a side effect of like causing like manic episodes.
Facts. But real quick before we continue our discussion on look maxing, this is bullshit. Ooh, shit. This is bullshit for your health, episode 134. I apologize. I am sick. I've been sick for I was sick last week, and then I got better. I went outside, was drinking again. Got myself again today. So, through the audio, you might hear me sniffle, blow my nose. I apologize. I'll try to keep it out of the camera view. But, as you guys can see, back in the house, the hometown, I got the homie actually here in for podcasting with me. For those of y'all who've been with us since episode 1, Devontae Jabari started this shit. But we also got Isaiah with us today. We got a pretty good episode. We have some things we got to talk about. A lot of weird stuff has happened, so if we don't get to it all, just want to make sure you guys have your little list to get to. But basically today, talk about some bullshit. Jay-Z and black capitalism. Oh shit. Pooh Shiesty kidnapped Gucci Mane and is now probably going to go to jail for 30 years. Turnstile drama. But then also we have Ben Gvir in Israel pass a law to allow death by hanging for Palestinians charged with terrorism. Pam Bondi was fired. Kristi Noem was fired.
Was Kristi Noem's husband doing the tit stuff?
Yeah, we're going to get to see, look. It's not all.
It's not just him. It's not just him. Keep it a band. It's not just him.
But then Viktor Orban lost his election in Hungary. Comrades are burning down warehouses in the name of revolution. Eric Swalwell resigns from Congress. And Virginia votes yes on the April 21st referendum vote. All right. But let's get into it, guys. Where do we want to start? Do you want to talk You want to get to the news and we get to some fucking crazy shit, or y'all want to start with some bullshit?
You know, Trump got shot at last night.
Oh shit! I guess we should. Talk about what is this? The third assassination attempt? Fourth?
Do y'all think it was staged, or do you think it was like legit, like somebody went in there and like shot that shit up? Because like I have my own like theory to it. It's not actual. Let me just like state that it is a theory. I think that
Allegedly, it's sprinkled all over this podcast every episode.
yeah. So I think personally, I think it was just a way to, because the man, I like the fact that the news, they tried to say like, oh, like this man was like from California, specifically like from Torrance, California. And then they tried to like, I feel like they tried to like spin it like around for California, because Newsom, they're saying, is about to run. So maybe they're trying to do this to make him
Run for
look,
president.
yeah, run for president, make him look bad. So then whenever he goes and runs for president, they could be like, see, you got like crazy niggas here in California. Therefore, like,
So
why should we make you president? That's because I don't know if I'm
I
tripping.
would. So listen,
Okay.
I am now at a point where I am starting to agree with Donica that the first assassination attempt of this second term of Trump presidency doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. We still don't have a lot of details from that. And so, because of that, and with the way that the country is in such bitter turmoil, I'm not willing to let go of any conspiracy
Why they
theories
strip him naked?
that sound good. I don't know. That sound
Some
good.
homoerotic shit, bro.
That's
Bro, the picture they got, he stripped naked, bro. When have you ever seen somebody get arrested naked if they weren't already naked when they got arrested? Bro, he did not shoot the president naked. These are old Epstein freak niggas.
so
bro.
he didn't shoot the president. Okay, so again, real quick breakdown. We're talking about we're recording this podcast on April 26th. Last night, April 25th, the White House Correspondents' Dinner happened. You know, the dinner where comedians go and make fun of all of politics, government, blah, 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 right? Stephen Colbert has done it. Trevor Noah's done it. Great thing. Basically, though, last night, before the event can even get started, they had a live shooter event happen. And so far, not too much is known from motivation, because this man was a registered independent. I think we know so far. As Isaiah said, his location of residence was California, but then I did see somebody say that he had purchased the room that he stayed in months ago.
You got a dog?
No, it's from the street over.
Oh, he purchased it months ago?
Yeah, so there was some premeditation happening. You know what I'm saying?
Sicko mode.
But like when I say premeditation happened, when you look at the video of how he got into the event, the nigga just bum rushed it. Like
he's black, possibly.
No, he's white. He literally just like ran through the security doors and tried to like get at that man. I don't know. So I don't have a definitive answer for you, Isaiah. I'm just saying at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Like they understand that everything they're doing, for the most part, in this country right now is unpopular. The war in Iran, the fact that the war in Iran is causing increased gas prices, it's caused increased strain on farmers who are saying by 2027 we're going to start seeing food shortages. ICE is still out there destroying people and destroying families. All of the problems that people who said they voted for Trump for are still here. Like this man is looking at a possible 29% favorability rating coming in the next month or so. I don't think they planned. They're planning so far out to like try to ruin Gavin Newsom's chances of being president, but trying to create a distraction, especially a distraction that might give or curry some political favor, similar to the political favor he got from the first assassination attempt. Yeah, I can see them being like, fucking go for it. Because there was also weird shit. Like, they fucking evacuated, I guess, JD Vance first, and then came back for Trump.
Yeah, I saw the video of them saying, "Mr. Vance, we need." Yeah, bro. JD. Then I saw a video of the Erica Kirk crying.
I just want to go home, bitch.
Go home.
Go home. Like,
nigga said, "Where are your kids at? I ain't never seen this bitch."
Where's your job at? This is not part of your shit. Like, what is she?
They said bitch never with her kids.
She was a stay-at-home wife prior to this, wasn't she?
Man,
her kids.
Man, she's doing all that shit for show, bro. All that
Yo,
shit.
she's sucking Trump's cock.
Bro, she
But
doing
nah. Did you see the shit about Cash Patel?
What?
They said his girlfriend was found in a closet with some other nigga.
Hey, don't talk about my boy Cash, bro. What did Cash Patel do before he was doing this?
Drink beers in a fraternity dorm house? I don't fucking know.
They call him Keystone Cash.
Remember a Pike?
Are you serious?
Doing belly dancing, being hella zesty.
Theta Nu.
Yo, where's he from? He went to University of Richmond?
Jesus Christ, he went to UVA. He went to UVA?
U of R, bro. He went to University.
He went to U of R?
Yeah, he went to University.
He be around niggas?
Nah, University of Richmond is a private white.
Maybe I'm just thinking their football team.
That is crazy. But nah, maybe it is because of that, or maybe because because I know that Trump can't run again, but maybe JD Vance, they're trying to make it look like if JD.
Yo, he on a perk. Yo, why his eyes always like?
Because he's got alcohol. Because he's an alcoholic.
We have different candidates that are going to run for the presidency in 2028. So, I mean, it could.
Bro, he dating a 27-year-old.
Let Isaiah talk.
I mean,
my bad.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, no, you're good. But it could be that they're just trying to get ready for that presidency, and they're not trying to have the Democrats come in. Because once the Democrats come in, and I've heard Republican outlets say this, is that they're gonna do like a big there's gonna be a big shift or a big change, and that's what they're afraid of right now. And you can see them peddling that right now, especially with the midterms. Because we haven't had our midterms yet, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, in November. But yeah, no, literally, bro. Right now, the Republicans understand that if they allow elections to be free and fair, they're going to lose the House for sure. But now it's pretty fucking clear that the possibility of them losing the Senate is very, very high. Now, things that have been happening every now and then, like the Eric Swalwell situation, that kind of throws a thorn into the side of the Democrats' proposed plans. But as of right now, I just don't think anybody is a lead frontrunner for the presidency in 2028. Even though Donald Trump legally can't run again, we are still living in a fascist, authoritarian country that if he's alive in Congress in 2 years, I could see this nigga being like, I'm not fucking leaving. Pulling the Jordan Belfort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wall Street.
But I mean,
he has the Attorney General, because remember, Pam Bondi got fired, y'all. You know, the Dow is officially under 50,000, and so she has to be fired. But Todd Blanche, who was Trump's personal attorney, is now the head of the Department of Justice.
Yeah. But all I'm thinking about is, you know how rappers always be talking about, I got people got wish death for me. Like, Trump is living out a rap career, bro. This man really got ops.
6 more shots and he'll be neck and neck with fucking 50
Bro,
Cent.
he didn't been shot. He didn't been hit, bro. Trump could come out with a killer rap career after this, bro.
Allegedly shot.
No, but I really think that they are gearing up for the midterms though, because the midterms right now, there's everybody's scared shitless, or the not.
When you say they, who are you talking about?
Like Republicans are scared. It seems like they're scared shitless about the midterms because
but so they're not gearing up. So when you say gear, they're preparing to lose the House and Senate.
Well, but they're also posting or putting in content and scaring the right. And when I say scare the right, you'll just see a lot of people saying that, oh, like the Democrats are going to do this, they're going to do that, and blah 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 blah. They're going to take away like like funding from the military and da 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 da.
Where are you
Uh,
seeing that? Where are you
it's
seeing this Trump
mostly on Twitter. I'm gonna be honest with you. Twitter, it's Twitter brain stuff. I'm gonna be honest
Oh
with
yeah,
you.
you gotta get off Twitter, brother. But
No,
no,
no, like I
okay.
just
So
go no, but like I'll go and then look on Twitter and just like look like see the because I'm like a curious person. Like I just want to like
no,
see
no,
like
nigga, get on Threads. At least get on Threads. I mean, all
I
of
am
these
on
social
Thread.
media at least all these social media platforms at this point are engineered
By
algorithmic
Israel.
are engineered algorithmically to make you see things that are going to trigger your central nervous system.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it doesn't
What
trigger me.
I have
Like it
heard
is
from
what it is.
political pundits, okay, and before we get on this, no, what I've heard from political pundits is that Republicans understand that the Trump brand is toxic to anybody outside of the Trump brand, right?
For sure.
So Republicans love to talk about Trump derangement syndrome as a pejorative for Democrats, liberals, leftists, independents who are rightfully so infuriated with the Trump administration. I believe we should reframe Trump derangement syndrome to include any of that 30% MAGA base that, regardless of what Trump does, regardless of the rules he breaks, regardless of the promises he cannot fulfill, regardless of the wars he starts, regardless of the women and children that he's been allegedly uh, accused of raping, will never, ever get rid of their sycophantism for him, right?
Hmm.
So, yeah, Republicans, again, congressional politicians are worried because they see the writing on the wall. They're looking at the polling. They're looking at CNN and Harry Endem saying, wow, these are the lowest polls we've ever seen for an incumbent president at this stage before the midterms. And when you look at historical elections, when it comes to the midterms, every president, Barack Obama, George Bush, uh, uh, Joe Biden. I almost forgot that nigga. Like I said, we were going to forget him last podcast. When they're polling on the economy and polling on the general understanding and feeling of Americans is low, they lost the House and they lost the Senate in the midterms. So if we're just going off of correlational data, yeah, Republicans are trying to fearmonger because they see the writing on the wall,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
again, it is very hard for an incumbent party to lie to their voters and have their voters believe the lie when they're in power. It's much easy, and Republicans know this because they do this all the time. It is much easier to gripe and to bitch and to propagandize when you're not in power. But they control the House, they control the Senate, they control the presidency. They have all these judges in court. They at this point control multiple levers of the Department of Defense or War, whatever you want to call it. We are seeing, and I've been trying to frame this to people because, again, I think the other Trump derangement syndrome symptom is that people like to try and take away agency from Trump or Republicans regarding on what's happening. Like if Trump is doing crazy shit, they'll say, "Okay, this is because of Trump." That this is like a conservative Republican wants, right? Which it is. Republicans wanted Roe v. Wade to be uh, uh,
Abolished.
abolished. They wanted to invade Iran or Iran to do a regime change war. They're Islamophobic at their core. They're Christian nationalists at their core. Like everything Trump is doing is what Republicans and the Conservative Party has wanted to do since the Nixon administration. Now, again, saying all that to say, these same Republicans are becoming very, very uneasy because right now, while yes, I believe we're living in a fascist state, we still have some political power that we're able to exert. You see that in all of these, not midterm elections, but special elections going on, like the vote yes referendum in Virginia, which, woo, high five, we did it. Um, so yeah, no, like you're going to see, and again, remember these platforms we just talked about. Elon Musk owns Twitter.
Yeah, yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Snapchat. Uh, Oracle owns TikTok, which is Steve. Whatever his name is? You know his name? He's one of the fucking multi-billionaires who owns a lot of other CNN.
Ted Turner used to own CNN.
No. Now it's I forget his name. Google the owner of Oracle real quick. But either way, all of these individuals are multi-billionaires.
Larry Ellison?
Yeah, Larry Ellison are multi-billionaires who have all donated hundreds of millions of dollars to the Trump campaign. Because the other thing about capitalism and capitalists that individuals who don't understand these terms don't really understand is that capitalists and those who want capitalism to win don't give a fuck if they live under an authoritarian or fascistic regime. It's not as long as they can make money. So, again, all of these people are going to start pushing your algorithm to show you something that might not necessarily really be happening, you know? The same way that the No Kings protests get suppressed, or videos from Gaza Strip get suppressed, or the videos from Lebanon get suppressed, or the videos of Israel actually getting damaged during this war of aggression that they're waging happens. You know, so yeah, I would always say, bro, take it all for a grain of salt. What you see on the metasphere, the internet. Now, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's untrue, but I'm just saying these algorithms are really meant to stir us up. I can give you again resources that I listen to that kind of keeps me in the know, but I can check out when I need to, and I use Threads to kind of vent, and then I zip out that bitch. Not reading all the bullshit everybody talking about, because if I was, I would be fucking talking about Meg Thee Stallion getting cheated on by Klay Thompson.
Let's get to the Pooh Shiesty.
Shit. But okay, so again, guys, the president got. There was an attempted assassination of Donald Trump last night. We don't know much. Be on the lookout for it, because again, I am not surprised these niggas are trying to scam some capability. Go ahead and mute yourself, Isaiah, when you're not talking, because we are getting a lot of feedback from your side.
What? What'd you say?
Mute yourself when you're not talking, because we're getting a lot of feedback from your side.
Oh, okay.
One out, like CBS.
Like CBS, nigga, what?
Yeah.
But all that to say, next, again, just looking rocky. But yeah, no, you want to talk about Pooh Shiesty, nigga? Shit.
Yeah. Because I got to head out soon. I'm getting tired. I got a long drive. It's like an hour.
You get some caffeine.
Yeah.
But did you see that shit, Isaiah? The Pooh Shiesty shit?
Yeah.
I was there.
I watched
we
a
did
little
better.
bit. Heard a little bit of it.
All right. So basically, Pooh Shiesty, who
allegedly
was around, allegedly, I think they got a video.
Oh.
And they got multiple witnesses. I think the only person that's not snitching is Pooh Shiesty.
Well, he's legally got to say allegedly.
And he was wearing an ankle monitor. Okay, allegedly. so Pooh Shiesty, the nigga that sang Back in Blood, that had bitches going crazy. I knew bitches that loved this nigga. I was like, why do you fuck with this music? This is demonic when I'm in the club.
Because he's a...
Either way, the nigga that just went to jail for 5 years for robbing somebody who...
in firearms.
Who I think literally just kind of like talked some shit.
No, I was like a sneaker person. I think he got upset. It was like, and he just robbed him, bro.
Yeah, so it wasn't even over anything like beef-wise or whatever. Nah. Either way, this nigga was still signed to Gucci Mane's label 1017. And for those of you who don't know, Gucci is historically a terrible label manager. But all that to say, Pooh Shiesty wanted out the label. And instead of getting lawyers, going through attrition, talking to Gucci Mane, they decided to hold a gun to Gucci Mane's head, allegedly, and force him to sign paperwork releasing Pooh Shiesty from his contract. In addition, they thought, hey, we're already here. Let's rob this man of $600,000 worth of jewelry. And they did that shit. It was allegedly Pooh Shiesty, his father, and a few other accomplices who apparently had to ride back on a Greyhound bus to get back to Memphis.
That's crazy.
He's crazy as fuck.
I got robbed and I got to ride a Greyhound bus.
I just robbed you for $600,000. I gotta ride a Greyhound bus. Nigga, you can't afford a $500 plane ticket
I
for me
would
to get
have
home.
went back and forth.
Give me a rental
Back to
car.
Memphis.
Apparently, the rental car got stolen.
Yeah, but these niggas are sick.
Yeah, it got stolen for the motel they were staying at. I really like. What? I'm 32. I'm 32, bro. What do niggas want me to say at this point? You know, like
my cousin yesterday said these boys under the age of like a certain age at this point. He was like, all I do now is just say, "Excuse me, I'm my bad" a lot. He said because at this point, he said these young boys just want to blow your head off, and they don't care about going no. He said you can't even have a confrontation no more without these dudes. Like, hey, yeah, I'm going to get it.
It's like the cultural zeitgeist has come to the final solution of the indoctrination and the programming, right?
We're the rapture.
All the fucking TV shows niggas love: Sopranos, The Wire,
GTA, Call of
Duty, BMF, Power, bro. All this shit just illustrates a lifestyle that
all these niggas are living now.
It's like niggas want to be cowboys in the Wild Wild West instead of just. But then again, too, like there is always that equal side of it, which is what I always talk about, that the country is in such perilous economic times that, yeah, man, a lot of but like it's tough because like a lot of niggas, I guess we would say, don't see the point in going the legit route, 9 to 5, because the legit route is very
slow and tedious.
Not even slow and tedious. It's unlivable. It's unlivable.
Yeah.
Like you can't work anywhere and make minimum wage
and have your own crib or have everything.
Let alone money for a nice car or a quote unquote nice enough car that you could get some hoes in. You know, not enough for you to get. I mean, shit. Now with the price of goods going up, it used to be what, $70 get you a pair of Air Force Ones.
$100.
$140 now, depending on where you go from it.
You got it. Shit, is it Trump?
Trump is the final solution of capitalism, but this has been going on since Reaganomics, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
so basically,
culturally speaking.
Oh yeah, I mean,
culturally speaking, where are we at though? Where it's like, I feel like we're at this point where,
bro, it's well, the issue is like what old heads are saying. It's like these young boys just don't like. There's no law anymore. Where like back in the day, like there was a little bit of law. Like yeah, people were still shooting. Yeah, people were still killing. But
shit, you keep talking.
You're good. It was some law to the game. Now these young boys, as soon as like they feel a inkling of disrespect, or they feel like yo, you got something I want, they just don't take it. So at that point, it creates a lot of conflict in the community. It creates a lot of conflict of like it carries a lot of danger.
Yeah, everybody is riding on stress when that's the way we live.
For sure.
I mean. And I think it's just reinforced again through the media. It's it's a cyclical conversation. I was just talking to T about the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, and you know, I don't believe Kendrick's an activist, and T was really getting up on the impact of Kendrick, regardless of him actively trying to be an activist, but his music being a place for
protest.
Not just protest, but like a blueprint for how like black youth and black men to live their lives, you know? And I understand that piece, but a part of me is like, bro, like we've been saying that since I've been alive, though. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it seems what has kept more niggas out of the grave, out of jail, is reinvesting into society so that niggas can just do all the same shit that, again, niggas who have never been around, quote unquote, white shit, be like, that's just white shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's the case. It's just like, bro, like, this shit's gonna continue to get worse as the country goes to shit, bro. Like, you go, like, we've been to other countries, man. You see their ghettos, you see their slums.
And plus, it ain't even people taking care of the ghetto like it used to be, sadly, because you would have people living in the projects for generations, and they would take care of it.
And now we can move on to the Jay-Z and capitalism piece, bro, because this nigga Jay-Z just came out with an interview where he was trying to speak on his billionaire status and how he don't give a fuck about what the rest of us think about his billionaire status. And I'm saying, and you still have people like you and me and less wealthy than us who try to cape for this nigga, where I'm like, bro, he's telling you right now he don't care about you. He ain't never cared about you.
I mean, Jay, I mean, I've liked some of his music, but I also understood, I think, like, you got a lot of people that work with Jay that say, yo, Jay was a grimy. Like, you ain't got nobody that ever left working with Jay that was like, oh, I felt better afterwards, unless they was a capitalist either. It's like Dame Dash feels some type of way. And it's like, bro, because at the end of the day,
J. Cole feels some type of way.
At the end of the day, money don't save your soul. And at the end of the day, you know a grimy person when you know a grimy person.
They were discussing this though about, because, like, okay, listen to it. And I'm not trying to call out Jay-Z's character in the sense that he's a grimy person. I don't know him from Adam. I'm just saying, on the conversation of billionaires, there are no ethical billionaires. It really, to the core of that statement, confronts this idea that most Americans hold, that capitalism is the key to the best society that we can have. You saw this play out again on the Joe Budden podcast when they were discussing this Jay-Z interview, and you had Mark Lamont Hill, somebody who is educated, somebody who's wealthy, somebody who is from an urban inner city, who literally is able to talk about this statement and why it benefits not just everybody in the community we want it to benefit, but everybody in that room. And then you had niggas like Joe Budden, like Ish, who are trying to combat this tale and try to cape for billionaires, and it's just so frustrating.
But that's what capitalism makes you believe.
Exactly, and I think, like, what I want us as a society, what I pray that we can get to, is that instead of looking to multi-millionaire musical artists to give niggas the blueprint on how to live their life so that they don't
save their community.
Save the community. How about we just actually start looking at different ways of setting up our communities, right? Like, okay, nigga, we've been trying it your way since Tupac. But let's just be honest, bro. We've been trying to let the music do the shit. We've been trying to create culture that makes everybody less trying to harm everybody. How about this time we just reinvest in the community through different community planning and social planning through government? I'm sorry, bro. Jay-Z loses his billionaire status, he's still going to be okay. You know how much money $1 billion is, my nigga? They're going to be okay. And I'm not even saying niggas can't be billionaires. I'm just saying we going to tax the billionaires, we going to tax the multi-millionaires until we can make sure. By the way, we're cutting through grass too. But in this community, we're making sure everybody goes to the same school. White, black, Puerto Rican, undocumented, documented. I don't give a fuck. Everybody goes to the school. You're going to be out here in the adult world working with all these people. You need to know all these people. Straight up.
So I get what you're worried. Say all schools are equal.
You're worried about safety, my nigga. What they got in that school that you said your white child too that makes it safe? Put that shit in this school. Straight up.
Well, it ain't safety. It's literally, the issue is, bro, the issue a lot of times is education and materials. And then even if the school looks nice, the issue is having qualified teachers. Education is a weird thing.
But what I'm saying is all of that goes into resources. Because you're not going to tell me right now, if you built a fucking mega school here in Richmond, and then you also made sure that there was the auxiliary staff, so you have the lunch ladies, you have the janitorial staff, you have the groundskeepers, electricians, the plumbers, that wouldn't be a great investment for the community, right? Right there off the bat. And then you said the same way that we got people wanting to fucking transplant here to work finance jobs, but nigga, we going to start the school $80,000. Let's bring you from wherever you're at. Let's bring you from wherever you're at. Let's bring you from wherever. And yeah,
education is a weird one because I hear people even with the money, because Richmond right now offers a lot of money, but the issue still a lot of times with like RPS is that the people aren't equipped to deal with the social issues.
Exactly. So guess what? In the same way I was talking about how we need to radically reimagine how we think of healthcare. I think we need to radically rethink how we think of child rearing. Because one of those processes is like you're child rearing in the school. You're not just teaching kids, go ahead and go. Like, my nigga, if we need, here's the thing about creating jobs too. If we need to create a work point in society, right? Like right now, we think police are this whole thing, but where we send niggas to college to get degrees in entry level psychology, entry level social planning, and then also, my nigga, guess what? You were on the football team. You're not going to the league, but you 300 pounds, 6'4". I got a job that's gonna pay you $100,000, and you're gonna get to work in your community. All I need you to do is go sit in this class and make sure this 6'4", 160, 15-year-old with anger issues doesn't beat the shit out of that 5'4", 65-year-old math teacher. That's all I need you to do.
Put your foot in his ass.
That's all I need you to do,
bro.
Like, and guess what? Because you know him,
you might not got.
You might never got to put your hands on him. But that's what I'm saying.
But if you got to,
and guess what? It's like, well, how are we gonna pay for that? Tax the fucking billionaires, tax the fucking millionaires, tax the fucking businesses. Because guess what? You know what I care about more than that nigga getting on a yacht and going to the Amalfi Coast and fucking some 19-year-old in her asshole is these kids getting a fucking chance to actually be something in that life.
And then they can go to the Amalfi Coast.
Not even that. They can go to fucking Virginia Beach, and it feels like the Amalfi Coast because culture's there.
And fuck some girl in the ass.
And guess what? That 19-year-old that nigga is fucking in the Amalfi Coast, she probably not going to do that because she got the opportunity to get through a school like that. That's the joke of it. No, that's the joke of it. They can only go and do that shit because there's a fucking group to exploit. It goes back to the Epstein class shit. When you look at the girls that were being abused in those Epstein files, they weren't girls of multimillionaires. They weren't like the neighbors of Jeffrey Epstein, like, let me get your daughter. No, they were girls who, a lot of them had broken households, a lot of them were missing parents, a lot of them were orphaned. There were vulnerable populations. What we need to start doing is, instead of building up society so that the best, the most successful, the most gifted, the most lucky get to experience all there is to life, we need to start building society from like the bottom. Like, okay, like if you don't get lucky, if you're not gifted, if you're not, like, what level of society do we want everybody? We
can put resources to use.
And I think that's school, that's healthcare, that's education, and that's and that's housing, bro. Just to start, you know what I'm saying? Because what else are we talking about? And like that, and so that's the thing where it's like when Jay-Z can sit there and this man goes, hey, there's a lot of turmoil in the country. People are saying there's no ethical billionaires. They don't think you should be a billionaire. What do you say to that? And this nigga can look you in the face and say, honestly, I don't give a fuck what you think. Jay-Z, you're one of the only billionaires with a face. Okay? They're trying to kill them. I saw a statistic that they said Trump has had a 600% increase in assassination attempts than Barack Obama. My nigga, if you want to live in a society where niggas literally can, you can't work at McDonald's and afford to survive. Bro, hey, you can't go get engineering degree,
and you don't got the.
You can't go get a lawyer degree because I took your job. Niggas are saying, "Fuck you." You want to live in that society where you got all the resources and everybody else has got guns and anger and a 4th grade reading level. All right,
and you don't got the Secret Service.
Because this is the same thing about like these multi-billionaires who build those doomsday bunkers, right? Like, oh, I got the doomsday bunker. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just gotta take the private jet to the woo. Get there. You think that pilot?
They're gonna give his cousin.
You think that pilot's just gonna fly you there and be like, "Well, we're cool." You know,
die.
You know. Wait, why is the master bedroom locked? This is fine. It's not because my family's back there. And the second we get in the air, yeah, right? Like, bro, like
that is true. It's like, yo, I got everybody killed.
They said, oh, Joe Rogan doing all this doomsday planning. Yo, I hope your Muay Thai kicks can like take this AR-15. Like, that's what people don't fuck. Like, it's like
guns always win.
In America, because they have this belief and devotion to capitalism, they truly believe people who have a lot of capital and wealth are just more intelligent than the rest of us. They They just look at Elon Musk and go, "Yeah, that nigga's smarter than me." Straight up, the nigga doing ketamine in the middle of a goddamn government function, like literally K-holing, like, and fucking Donald Trump's giving a speech, like, "Yeah, that nigga's smarter than you." No, bro.
I love this shit.
Nigga just has less morals than you, bro. That's it. And had a little bit of wealth to get started. So again, I don't even know where we started this. What we started this segment this segment on.
Pooh Shiesty. And how niggas, basically communities.
Yeah. So the way you stop, because again, capitalism didn't fix Pooh Shiesty. If we are being honest, the second Pooh Shiesty got the deal, he should have been cool.
He said he ain't even spent a whole year on the free land.
The nigga wasn't out for 100 days, bro.
No, the first time he got popping, he said, I won't even pop in a whole year. And I got locked back.
No, fuck that. He was popping, he got locked up for 5 years, was out for 100 days. Nigga was half a school year.
Nigga couldn't even enroll in a semester of college before the feds came and got him. Nigga said he was missing it.
Niggas didn't even make it through 2 quarters of the year.
He was missing it.
Again, and you don't fix that through just giving niggas money. You fix that
by changing their minds.
By building community, bro.
And it's like you said, and the fact that your daddy is your co-defendant shows that, like, your daddy is a crash out too. Your daddy lost.
Like, we're in end-stage capitalism,
His
bro.
mama defending it. You know, these are the people that raised this man. We thought he could, even though we gave him money, he could be okay.
And look at that. These are the people who raised him. But again, if you invest in the community, those wouldn't have been the only people who were raising him. We were just talking about that football player who said he got a 0.4 in college, but who saved his life?
His coach. He said he had life changer. He saved my life.
Now, what happens if you go to a school that doesn't have a football program? What happens if you go to a school that you got to pay money to join the football program? What happens if you go to a school that don't give you the resources to fuel your body to play football?
You're right. The fact that I mean, I'm with you, man.
And again, the statistics show. Let's just go from like after school activities and decrease in crime levels. You give niggas something to do, they not gonna be in the streets. I just came from a city that literally that Berry Lane Park, when it hit summer, filled with kids. I'm talking from 2nd grade to goddamn seniors in high school.
Where is that
at? In New Jersey. You got the little kids playing in the fucking playground area, right next to the teens and the adults playing ball, next to the fucking alternative kids at the fucking skate park, next to the goddamn soccer kids, football kids, and whatever kids playing on the fucking football field. Then you got the niggas doing calisthenics at the calisthenics field. Then you got a tennis court. Then you got a goddamn track around the whole shit that you got the parents walking on. But you know what that used to be before? What? 8 years ago, you know what that? Oh, I think it was like 8 or 10 years ago. What it was?
Field, nothing.
It was a sewage waste plant. It was just sitting there, a dumping ground for capitalist expansion.
Bro, a girl told me that lives out here in Richmond, and it changed my perspective on a lot of things. She said, "Community matters. We need community." And
some would say community is the only thing that matters.
And when you take care of the community will take care of you.
Yes.
And then a lot of people fail to realize that we live in such a, I don't know the word, but like individualized society where it's me, that they forget that, hey, bro, we got to take care of our community. We got to treat people well.
Yeah, no. I don't know, bro. Like, again, the more books I read, the more I'm like, dog, niggas have figured out the solution, or at least figured out a way for us to get somewhere to a better point in life. Give me 20 more minutes, bro. 20 more minutes and we done. All right, but shit. So the Trump assassination probably fake. What else we talking about? Okay, hold on. Let's go through this real quick. The Trump assassination is probably fake. Pooh Shiesty is a crash out who, in my opinion, probably could have been saved from a better community if we invested in our communities. Billionaires are unethical and shouldn't exist. That includes Jay-Z. That money should go to help invest in the community that Pooh Shiesty comes from.
That's bold for Jay-Z to say that, though. That's very bold.
let's get to some of the DEI hires that got fired recently.
Oh,
And Pam Bondi and Christy Nome
oh,
and that shit, bro.
oh man.
And then we got a few other things, and we're gonna get out of here because I am sick and I don't really want to be snotting up the airwaves. You good, nigga? Shit.
Nah, no, that was literally just water going down
Y'all
my
both.
pipe.
But yeah, nah. So Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, the woman who went in front of Congress and said she didn't give a fuck about the Epstein files because the Dow was over 50,000. She was also the woman who originally gave those empty binders to a bunch of different right-wing social media influencers, and they ended up being the same information we had years ago. She was finally let go, and it was rather weird because she had hung out with Trump. Like they had just did something the day before. Like they went to some type of hearing or something. I forget what it was for. But I just want everybody to know where I stand on Pam Bondi and what needs to happen now that she is no longer a part of the administration. She does not get to just slink back away into the shadows of society, back to Florida from which she came, and get away with not only aiding and abetting in the victimization of victims, but just in the complete and utter cover up. Because we know she lied under oath. She lied. She perjured herself. Same as Cash Patel. So now that she's fired, they need to bring charges against her. I don't know if Congress needs to do that or we need to wait another 2 years when we have control of the Department of Justice, whatnot. But she needs to pay for what she did. Okay? I'm sick and tired of the society that we criminalize and throw the book at nonviolent drug offenders, at individuals who can't pay silly little fines, but then people who actually do victim crimes get away with it. It's just fucking disgusting. You got any thoughts on Pam Bondi so we can get to the funnier firing that happened?
Nah,
Christy,
pretty
no.
much the same thing, like you said. It's just fucking disgusting, and then just how to like they were just trying to spin it, and then like put her in another like part of the government, just
Yeah.
there was no issue, and just kind of just playing it off too. I was just like, that's bullshit. Like why like tried to like spin it like that, and then just kind of just tried to hide it like from the public, because I mean we all know like what's going on with Pam Bondi and Trump and just that whole entire relationship and just the Jeffrey Epstein files. Like that shit is just like, to me that shit is weird. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. Eyes wide shut ass society. But
We gotta get rid of people, man.
I think we need a moratorium on white leaders.
Oh, for sure.
We need a moratorium on white people being born.
We need a moratorium on white men in presidential office. That's what I'm going to say. That was Devontae. I don't know. That's not me. That's not me, government.
Yeah.
I didn't
Nigga said white genocide.
I didn't say kill them. I said stop them from having children.
That's you. Either way.
Keep the ones that are still here.
That's genocide, nigga. They can't reproduce. That's genocide. All right. But onto the funnier firing, because it came with the cross-dressing scandal. Christy Nome, the former director of Homeland Security, was also let go this past month in a government. And the funniest thing that came out of there was like a day or two after she was released from her position, photos of her husband cross-dressing as this is their words, not mine, a big-titted bimbo surfaced online. And it wasn't like one photo, like he got a little drunk one day, maybe he got weird. White boys be doing weird shit like that, and I don't know.
You've been there.
So I've not been there. I've honestly never been in one of those situations where like white boys start doing weird shit like that.
Homoerotic shit.
You're like, let's put a carrot in Timmy's ass. Like, whoa. He fell asleep first.
You are. We're gonna put some in your ass, Jabari.
Why you gotta center me in the joke? Okay, like I said it. You kept it going, and then you put me in it. Like, what's up with
Yo,
you?
hold on.
Yeah, bro. Either way, this man. You guys saw the photos, right? Are you looking at them right
Oh,
now?
I saw the photos. I saw the.
Okay, like so again. This is also very interesting because since Christine Ohm has been in her position as Director of Homeland Security, she has been entangled in scandal of her own because she has been apparently, it's a well-known fact that she was having an affair with the Trump's chief of staff.
Who's that?
I don't know. Check it out. Just say Christine Ohm affair.
Oh man, this dude.
Probably that nigga. Yeah. What's that nigga's name? Right here.
Nah, that's her husband.
No. Yeah. Put Christine Ohm affair.
All right.
And we get the fucking nigga's name.
You
So
him probably.
So what is up with you? What's up with you? I'm gonna start doing
Corey.
You. Yeah, Corey Lewandowski. No, Corey Lewandowski. Yeah, it was Corey Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Corey Lewandowski. She
just had an affair with the same looking dude. Really.
Listen, white people are weird. But either way,
switch it up.
like how? Wait, pause. Let's sidebar. If your bitch cheated on you, and she cheated on you with a nigga that looked just like you, would that make you feel better or worse?
Worse. Because you know his cock is better.
How about if your girl left you for a nigga that looked like you? Let's take cheating out of it.
That's crazy.
I mean, just assume she's mental.
Because low key, let's talk about some shit about me real quick. I feel like that's happened recently to me, and like he looked like a worse version of me. I heard
he looked terrible.
He got no hair, bro.
He's got the like cut when you know you balding, but you don't want to let it go yet.
No, he's just bald. Oh, wow. I can see the pictures. No, he holds on to it. Like, he doing what he's supposed to do. I also feel like he's like it down a little bit. But let's get out of it. So, I personally think she released the photos to take some heat off of herself.
You know how sick you gotta be?
Well, I think she kills dogs. She is a sick bitch. She took 200 million. She fucking, they created a, position where I think it was $200,000 to go to it was $200,000 or $2 million. That was to go to a budget to create a television program commercial that was going to basically promote Homeland Security. It was going to play at all the fucking airports, all that shit. And this bitch gave it to a company that was created 3 days after that program was created, that her friend ran. She also was like, yo, I need a private jet with like room in that shit. So she could join the Mile High Club. This is a sick bitch, bro. This is a sick bitch. But basically, before she got into the role, you know, her family has come out and done interviews like, this bitch sick, bro. This bitch ain't right.
Her family, her own. Wait. Her own family has said that.
Yeah, I mean, not in so many words, but they basically were like, "Yeah, she a piece of shit." Yeah, like her family don't fuck with her.
That's crazy.
Yo, you know how sick you got.
So yeah, no, I personally believe Shawty, because again, all of these people are obsessed with the internet, with the news, with their damn headlines. So she saw the narrative. Bitches stealing from the government. Bitches fucking somebody that's her chief of staff. Oh, she about to get fired. Hooray. You know what? Fuck that. Take the limelight off me. You know why I was cheating? Because this nigga in the goddamn bathroom playing with balloons as titties. This is what I've been dealing with. Now what? Now what? I feel bad for that nigga. He ain't do nothing to nobody. He was holding it down, bro. Holding it the fuck down. And why he gotta catch it straight? Because he likes to fucking dress up in the mirror.
Bro, I'm asleep, bro.
I'm done. This nigga just said he out here being a freak dude, but he chilling.
I got no problem with him.
He's not harming a soul.
Now listen. It'd be different if he was like fucking kids or something, like some of these niggas be doing. But he wasn't. Oh shit! Did you see? My bad. The other way that this could have happened was apparently he was meeting up with sex workers too, and he was basically like using them like therapists, telling them about the shit. And apparently one of the sex workers was trying to leak the story or whatnot. Look, bro,
He keeps to himself, man.
what we doing, bro?
Bro paid the sex workers to get help. He didn't even use them for the purpose.
Father, have you seen what she look like? She looked gross. She looked gross. You remember that hand job scene from Breaking Bad? You know the scene where she's giving Walt a hand job, but she's like doing like work?
Oh, yeah.
And she's like not focused. And he's like low key like, because that's the thing. Another tangent. That's the thing. Women, if you sit here trying to figure out, I guess men too, I don't know. Well, I guess men would know this, but like how to make a man nut, it's not that hard.
Knocking nothing like.
Yeah, you could take a fucking stick and rub that shit in the same direction long enough and nigga go nuts. So it can get pretty demeaning if your partner doesn't fuck with you like that, doesn't make the sex worthwhile, and so they're doing weird shit. You still nut. I feel like that's what the fucking relationship got. They have one of them Walt and whatever her name is.
I used to know her name,
Skylar relationships. She giving that nigga dry ass hand jobs and shit. She don't like that,
bro.
He had to go.
Oh, Chrissy Noble like shit over the years, bro.
They all do.
Look like fucking white trash.
But either way,
they all are.
Either way, back to the subject at hand, though. Christino, I want the same treatment that I want for Pam Bondi for you. You need to be tried at the Hague. You need to face consequences for the money you embezzled from tax-paying citizens. You need to face consequences for the hundreds, thousands, I don't even know how many lives you ruined with ICE.
You need to start killing some people.
Niggas want the death penalty so bad until it starts talking about
you.
No. Not till it's me. Till it's one of these billionaires they cucking themselves to.
Hey, what do you say about Charlie Cook? You said at least.
Hey, if they brought back the death penalty,
you said at least come up for air. When you
hey, what if they did bring
back the fucking mouth,
the death penalty, and then that shit just backfired on the billionaires, and then they started just executing a whole bunch of billion.
You said what?
I said, imagine that shit actually happened. Like the death penalty actually came a thing again, and then it backfired on the billionaires, and then they just started executing billionaires.
Nigga, the funny thing is, we don't even have to imagine. First and foremost, you have the French Revolution.
Yeah.
Right? What they fucking did to, Louis XVI?
They executed him.
Yeah, by guillotine, Marie Antoinette, Louis XVI.
Yeah, they killed him.
Yeah.
They said feed on something.
Let them eat cake.
Mm-hmm.
But then on top of that, nigga, I remember the best Batman trilogy of our lifetime. You remember what happened in the third movie? After Bane let out all the criminals, and society just was like, whatever. They were having trials, and they were saying death or exile. And the nigga was like,
kill me.
He said, where's Bane? He says, Bane's not here right now. This is us, death or exile. And then he says, exile. He goes, all right. Death by exile. like billionaires.
That was a scarecrow that did that.
These billionaires, because they don't live in society.
No, they live on private islands and compounds.
Honestly, I'm thinking about it right now. For people to understand my obsession with the ultra wealthy, think about it like this. These people aren't just billionaires. Now, with the advent of money equals speech, so money equals political power, these people are kings. We have kings and queens, and the rest of us are fucking peasants. Except some of us are not peasant-brained. There are so many Americans right now. Those 30% of MAGA voters are peasant-brained. Because we literally have people moving like kings and queens, saying, hey, I like that coal miner's daughter. Bring her here. Hey, I like this neighborhood. $500,000 for your house. $500,000 for your house. Oh no, you don't. You don't. Okay. What's your number? Oh no. We'll price you out. You know.
We'll just build a Trader Joe's here.
I don't have enough workers for my bullshit Bluetooth device. Build a prison. You know, like we're literally living
Life sentences.
like life sentences for smoking marijuana. Ha! Ah, Jerry, that's a good one. you know what I'm saying? Like it's like,
oh, you stole from that liquor store? 50 years.
Yeah,
while they're laying next to a child.
No, but better example. You stole from a liquor store? 50 years. Get rid of all their health insurance. Because that just happened. 17 million people. Oh, bitch, you got asthma? Let me take that albuterol from you. Oh, you got diabetes type 1? Let me take that insulin. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, make it too expensive for you to get.
But nah, so when it comes to most of... But... what you doing, boy? But
confused.
nah, when it comes to what the fuck are we talking about? Christy Nome, right? That's right. That's what we're talking about.
Your fantasies,
bro.
Christy Nome,
Bro, you literally get me started on like billionaires and how these niggas are kings and how these niggas are cucked to them. I just can't stop, bro. But for real,
because you're
Christy Nome deserves consequences. No, I'm the exact opposite. I'm the guy who comes home, sees his wife get fucked another nigga, and I kill everybody. I kill everybody in the house. Not myself, but I kill everybody else.
The children?
Why would I kill the children? What?
You said everyone else.
It would just be me and her, and whoever this
Tom.
whoever this 6'4", 12-inch dick nigga.
He's gotta die.
He gotta die
in my house.
Yeah, by my hand. That's the thing too.
Just stabbing him.
Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, what are we doing? What are we?
I'm about to head up the road.
All right, hold on. We're just gonna finish. We're gonna finish because the last thing. Oh shit. The last thing about people in power who just do whatever they want and get away with it for long periods of time. Eric Swalwell, a Democratic representative from California who was currently running for the gubernatorial race to replace Gavin Newsom, was recently exposed for being a rapist, a serial rapist, a serial sexual harasser, and the most insidious part about all of this was that apparently this was like a well-known thing that he was kind of creepy, but it wasn't until he started to run for the governor's race that people were kind of like, okay, we got to stop this from happening because this nigga's definitely going to try to be president and woo. And when the first accusation came out, apparently Swalwell sent a letter of what do you do it?
Resignation?
Not really resignation. When you send a letter to somebody, be like, stop talking about that shit.
A cease and desist.
Send a cease and desist to the victim. The victim released the shit anonymous, and Swalwell sent a cease and desist to the anonymous victim.
Piece of shit.
And it wasn't until like they were like, nigga, there's about to be 6 more women that's gonna come out that he was like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on my family. I'm resigning from Congress.
You know you're a sick
I'm leaving from governor's race.
No man has ever said they want to focus on their family unless you a nasty man.
And again, he did what he was supposed to do. He resigned. He got out the race. But look how much pressure it took before he did it, because he thought he was a king, and he thought the rest of us were peasants. Stop letting these niggas treat you like peasants, bro. They flesh and blood just like you. And currently, they're destroying the capitalist hellscape that they created because they're not that smart. But yeah, so fuck Eric Swalwell. Goodbye. Good riddance. Thank God we got him out of this before the primaries, so that there's an actual chance that the Republicans don't win the governor race in California. Right?
Yeah.
But shit, so we got through all of the fodder, right? What Trump updates do we have before we get into our health topics real quick? I don't know. Did you guys see this shit? Because I actually really did want to speak about this. This is super fucking crazy. That Trump was having a press conference, and it was probably about 2 weeks ago, right at the moment where the administration fully realized their clusterfuck of a war that they just started, where they realized, oh, Iran's winning the war, and our only option now is boots on the ground or nuclear weapons. Trump had a press conference where he literally verbatim said, the federal government can't handle health care, can't handle child
Oh,
care.
I saw that. I saw that.
It can only wage war.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So they're not even hiding it anymore, guys. Okay?
Yeah.
So
We started this
We're not
war
winning.
with Iran because of a relationship with the Israeli government.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
We are losing this war because right now Iran and the fucking dope ass liberation fighters they have prevented us from opening the Strait of Hormuz. They have a blockade going that America has tried to do a second blockade that apparently multiple Chinese ships have already been able to be like deuces to make it through, so it's not working. So yeah, guys. Again, I told y'all last episode last month. I think, or what I've been hearing is that there's only a few different options to go, which is one of three. Trump figures a way to satisfy his ego and kind of just back away from this whole quagmire he made, and with that, we're going to have a new world order where the world slowly but surely removes itself from the dollar as a reserve currency. Iran is already selling oil in the yuan, which is a Chinese currency. Or we put boots on the ground, Kharg Island, Iran proper, lose hundreds of thousands of troops, end up in a multi-year quagmire just like Iraq and Afghanistan, but worse. Or three, Israel or the United States unleashes a nuke. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is we're not winning this war. It's a war we should have never started. They're talking about a draft. They're talking about not possibly on the East Coast not seeing gas prices below $4 until next year. They're talking about this war going to cause food shortages because seeds that are imported through the Hormuz Strait aren't going to get through the farmers. I don't know what happens. I truthfully don't. The advice I can give that I've been hearing: keep your job if you can. Save some money. If you are invested in different assets like I am, start to diversify a little bit more in both international stock as well as gold. And I think one of the best things you can do is continue to grow your community on the ground. Talk to your neighbors. Reach out to your friends. Make sure that you have community to fall back on, because it might be the only thing we have in the coming months, bro. The only other thing I want to talk about when it comes to the war, because again, we can never not go through a day without saying it, but this is a war that only benefits the ethno-national project that Israel wants to continue. Okay? They've already occupied 20% of Lebanon, which, what? I thought they were trying to say Iran was the great terror threat in the region. Why the fuck are you guys in Lebanon? Because of Hezbollah? There are people trying to say the PLO was a part of Lebanon prior to Hezbollah, which is why Israel has been at, quote unquote, war with Lebanon for over multiple decades. Let me tell you what the PLO stands for. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Palestinian Liberation Organization. I'm telling you guys, I got some great books I can give for resources, but this is not a anti-Semitic thing to say.
Say it.
Shut up. The Israeli government is a genocidal, ethno-nationalist government that needs to be stopped, and we should stop supporting them on this day.
Well, you about to have the government kick this door
I
down.
know you gotta have it.
But again, anything else serious before we start winding down here? Did we miss anything? War in Iran,
I'm good.
multiple firings.
Nah, like you said, bro, just save money, put your head down, and like it is what it is. I mean, see you, Devontae. It is what it is, though. I mean,
He said, "See you guys."
oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, all you can do is just have a sense of community.
Community is all we got, man.
Yeah.
All we need.
And it's all we're doing it for. If we're being, but I guess lastly, before we get into our health topic, I hope I'm not leaving off anything too fucking major. But I am a little sick, guys. I apologize. Need to fucking get back into my proper ways because in 4 days I'm about to be outside the country. But just know, keep boycotting Tesla, fuck Elon Musk, abolish ICE, tax the millionaires, outlaw billionaires, free Palestine, free the DRC, free Sudan. Fox News is far-right propaganda, and healthcare should be fucking free, okay? Let's get into our health topic of the week. Real quick, I just want to make all of my healthcare providers who listen to this podcast aware that we are starting to see end-stage capitalism affect the healthcare community. For as long as I've been alive, healthcare has been known as the golden career, right? The recession-proof career. I'm starting to see shit I ain't seen in my close to 10 years of tenure as a nurse, but definitely over 10 years of tenure as a healthcare worker. You know, I've seen layoffs. I've worked at early on in my career, I worked at a 10-bed ER that basically had secretaries and had some other auxiliary staff. And one day they called all of the healthcare workers into the cafeteria and announced that they were laying off all of the auxiliary help. So the secretaries were gone, some administrators were gone, and they absorbed all those responsibilities into the nursing role, right? So niggas was answering phones, faxing shit, a bunch of shit, right? Crazy. So I'm not foreign. The idea of capitalism fucking up healthcare is not foreign to me in the immediate. One second, sorry, I apologize. Fuck, man, I hate being congested. But all that to say, um, I haven't been in an area that had as bad of a nursing management as my last contract. Okay, I won't say the hospital name. I got in trouble for that before. But I was working in New Jersey in a hospital ER that was over 50 beds, so they got a lot of traffic. 400 patients a day, 500 patients a day, standard, right, for inner city hospital. But the thing that wasn't standard was the nursing ratios. So, for those of you who don't know, the Emergency Nurses Association, which is basically the educational group for emergency nurses, states at this point in 2026, the proper safe staffing ratio for nurses should be 1 to 3 in the ER. So 1 nurse to 3 patients. Since I've been a nurse, the average staffing ratio at any hospital I've worked at, and I've worked at 8 hospitals so far, from the East Coast, West Coast, South, North, boom. 1 to 4, average. Recently, when I was in New Mexico, I got up to 1 to 6. But it wasn't terrible because it was the charge nurse begging me to take 6 because she had a bunch of new grads. And she's like, yo, if you can help out with us in the back, cool, no problem. This most recent hospital contract I worked at was the first hospital where I was on any given night, possibly 8 to 7 patients. And the level of acuity could range from...
How did you survive? What the fuck? Hold on.
Oh, because nigga, it's me, bro. I've been doing this for years, so I don't drown. I am very good at time management, very good at my skills. So I'm not taking a long time to finish my workups, and I am very interpersonal, so I don't have a lot of problems dealing with patients. What I'll say is this, though.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anybody under those ratios will get burnt out. Okay? The problem I found most with this hospital isn't just those ratios. It was the general attitude of the management at with those ratios. It wasn't like a, hey, this is weird, or this is not evidence based, this is dangerous, woo woo. We got your back. We're working to get more staff. We're trying to make this better. No, this was just the culture here. While I was there, I saw 20 new grads, and by new grads, less than 2 years of experience. And I witnessed the burning out of this staff population, okay? Um, More than, I want to say, 12 of those 20 new grads went from night shift to different shifts, further stressing each new batch of new grads because you weren't leaving anybody quite skilled to help out other than the few travelers that you had there. All that to say, if you find yourself working in one of these ERs, whether it's New York, whether it's New Jersey, I'm not sure if there's anywhere else up north that doesn't have this type of safe staffing ratios. And I'm pretty sure as we continue to live in a society that allows private equity and capitalistic forces to reduce resources, as they did in New Jersey. They just had a hospital close and lay off, and then another hospital lay off 1,000 workers. So there's increased patient traffic to what's remaining of the hospital systems in that area. Basically, I'm here to let you know this shit's not normal. It's not okay. You should be advocating for better safe staff ratios. You should be getting paid more, especially if you're doing all this crazy fucking overtime. And you are not the failure. It's the system that is failing you. If you are a patient who is going to be using the healthcare system the next few years and for the foreseeable future, bear with us, man. We're trying as hard as we can. And it's not the healthcare that is failing you. It's the healthcare industry. It's not medicine that is failing you. It is the medicine industry. We need to take the financial component out of healthcare so that we can worry about doing the job of healthcare. Radical. But at this point, I'm not really sure how much further it can go until they start throwing people out of the ER like they did back before Intala was a thing. But that's my health topic, man. Protect yourselves, protect your licenses. Nobody cares about it more than you. But let's get to our content of the week, and let's get the fuck out of here, Isaiah. What you got for content of the week? You got to unmute yourself.
So content of the week, I haven't really been like listening to or like have any content this week. I just been pretty much just like either working, going to the gym. But yeah, I don't have anything this week on the top of my head I can think of.
That's all good.
Yeah.
I got a good one.
Yeah.
You can watch. You should watch it too. So, Hassan Piker, also known as Hassanabi on his YouTube and Twitch platforms, released a documentary. So he, along with I think 100 other creators, influencers, activists, went to break the blockade that the United States is currently putting up in front of Cuba.
What's his name again? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hassan Piker.
Sean Piker.
And he released a documentary on the current situation going on in Cuba titled "The U.S. is Coming After Cuba Next." Great Al-Anon documentary showing the struggles the Cuban population has been going through since the Trump blockade, but also with the embargo the United States has been placing on the Cuban population for decades now. Most immediately improved under the Obama administration, but it's been going on for many, many years. So That's all I got for this episode, guys. Again, I'm fucking sick. I apologize. We'll get y'all another episode next month. Check us out. YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud. Every first of the month, we're dropping content. I'm also starting to splice up some reels for Instagram. They're doing really well. So appreciate all the support. Please like, subscribe down there at the bottom, bro. Help us get some exposure. Shit. Help us get some money. And if we get some money, I can start doing this shit more than once a month. Shit. Okay? But yeah. Love y'all. Peace out. We'll see y'all next fucking week.